junior quarterback.
Wants to throw it on second down. That one dropped by Billy Kemp near the sideline. They're 39 yards away to try to put Virginia on the board. Dunkel. And it's good. Just inside the right punt. And the Cavaliers take a 3-0 lead.
5 tackles, 6 for a loss last season. He's special.
1st and 10. Quarterback pursued and dragged down. Mandy Alonso around the ankles of Darius Wilson.
Well, they'll call it an incomplete pass, and I think that's a win for 10. That's a win for William and Mary. Alonso with the pressure, and you know what? He feels it. He feels it and does an excellent job.
Wilson hands it off. Conservative play call into the secondary, and bursting past the 30 was Lester. Michael the punt. Kemp the deep man. Runs up to meet this one, makes the fair catch signal. And Virginia will start at its own 29-yard line.
About a week now. But boy, would they have been excited to see that.
Armstrong, complete. Thompson makes a move, midfield. And the William and Mary side of the 50 for Keaton Thompson. Cut down by Marcus Barnes, and they got 26 yards on the play.
Bag. That's what they called him in high school, and the nickname is Bag because he has so many tricks up his sleeve, so many tricks in that bag. And the magic man, Keaton Thompson, just getting it done. Football player, and boy, look at him go. And about 6 yards to go. They got to find those chains and move them.
From the 41-yard line, Armstrong steps out of the pocket, spins away from one man. First down and diving to the 30. Brennan Armstrong, creativity at 11 yards.
You know, we've seen him throw it around a little bit, and you can't forget that he can do it with his legs as well. Offensive coordinator there in the middle, calling the ball plays here tonight.
Thompson this time, as they mix it up again. It's only a yard.
A lot of experience, a lot of big, strong guys up front. Let's see if they can do it here with 2 yards to go on 4.
They made it 64% of the time last year, but this time trying to turn the corner, and Armstead can't do it. There is no gain. William and Mary comes up with a defensive play, and they'll get the ball back.
What he and the defense have for him on 3rd down and medium.
0 for 2 so far on 3rd down for the Tribe. It's going to be 0 for 3. Lester taken down by Noah Taylor and a loss of 3 yards.
For the game right here, Tom. Watch the middle of your screen showing blitz, but he's just going to kind of spy underneath. He reads that screen right away with the big bodies flashing over there and a back behind him. We saw Noah miss a tackle earlier.
Kemp a career high, and it set up the 39-yard field goal from Justin Dunkel. Late signal from Kemp. Makes the catch successfully near the 32-yard line on a 43-yard punt.
And at the University of New Mexico, great defensive mind there.
Open space past the 40. Talapapa, first down and close to midfield, out to the 48 for Wayne Talapapa by Herdman.
Hey, and the last couple times, 21 has gotten his hands on the rock. You think he doesn't have some juice and some excitement, and you think he doesn't feel? Dropping and finding those sticks, know where you are on the field.
Armstrong has to evacuate the pocket. He's got nowhere to go. Congested in that pocket and finally wrestled down. Loss of 5, and the first man on the scene was Trey Watkins.
Trey Watkins in 2019, the last full season, had 83 tackles. There he is leading the charge. And you know what? The discipline. I've been impressed, whether it's in rush right here. Guys staying in their lanes. Termite and company in the middle did a great job.
Fair catch made at the 7-yard line. 0 for 3 on 3rd down of the game so far for the Tribe. Wilson trying to buy a little time. That's going to come up short near the 15 to Everson. Deep in his own territory, Kemp the deep man. He had the most exciting play of the first half with his return very early in that first quarter. From the 42, tries to get away from the first man, but reinforcements are there for William and Mary.
They were all over Kemp immediately as soon as he caught it. Let's see if they can do it on back-to-back plays.
Cavaliers have won 20 of the last 25 season openers at Scott Stadium. Here's Kemp on the run. At the 40, makes a move. And then he hits the turf at the 35-yard line. 34 yards on the punt. The return was 10 by Billy Kemp.
You're a blocking fullback in the NFL, so he knew he wanted to go showcase his talents. He's doing it here. Uh-oh.
That ball bouncing around. Looked like Armstrong was able to get back on top of it.
His defense, they're getting after it here in the first half.
Second time they turned back Virginia on fourth down. Now it's Lester trying to string it out, and he lost 2.
With those rushers coming, and you'd expect some big pressure coming up right now.
0 for 4 on third down for the Tribe. And it's an orange pile-up on Drayshawn Kendrick. But you knew that already. He's been out there a lot. Steps to this one near the 40, lost the ball. It's out near the 42.
Shut this Cav offense down twice on fourth down.
1 for 5 on third down. Armstrong through the progression. He's got an open man inside the 40. That's Wicks. Turns and goes inside the 35-yard line for Wicks and down to the 32.
Well, and Wicks had all the time to just settle it down right in the soft spot of that zone. And what you're not seeing right there is an excellent job protecting for Brennan Armstrong. He had
longest offensive play of the game for Virginia. First down, Armstrong. Got the time inside the 10. Down to the 3 and Wicks.
Back to back. We saw him miss him on the deep ball earlier, but he's been right on the money, and that was a pretty throw. The last one was easy there with for throw, but beautifully thrown football by Brennan Armstrong. Knocking on the door now.
To the goal line. Armstrong took it in. Steps in the front corner of that end zone from 2 yards away. Cavaliers touchdown. TD of the year.
Good job by the left side of that offensive line. They don't have to flinch. They don't have to stutter at all.
0 for 5 on third down. This is Lester. A little shovel forward. Stiff arm at the 35-yard line and a first down for William and Mary. No relation, by the way.
And no pantyhose either, I don't think.
Now that's old school. Wilson trying to put touch on it, and there's no receiver in the vicinity. A flag is out. Burdick was the receiver, and he got caught up on the sideline, and there is a penalty marker. Kendrick, right side. Out of bounds near the 40-yard line for Kendrick. Bratton forced him out.
And he made his angle wrong. Blunt missed the tackle. Kendrick turns it up and moves those chains one more time.
Rushing defense was a strength a year ago in the ACC for Virginia. They were 4th in the conference. Wilson all day. He's got some acreage inside the 25. Patience from Darius Wilson. He got 16 yards on the play. Cleary comes up with the football.
And here's a look at it. We've got guys, again, good coverage down the field and decent blocking up front. And then knowing, hey, let me go ahead and tuck this and go. Darius Wilson, you hear a lot about the internal clock, you know, that timing as a quarterback. Hey, I've been back here too long. 16 runs and the 5 passes. You got to make those passes count. You'd like to see him fair getting stretched down the field.
Wilson's pass, big hit and collision. The receiver was Blackman, the hitter was Bratton. But that might be enough for a first down, and it is.
This is what it's all about. Chances like this, Abby.
Wilson rolls it out. Left-hander throws to the end zone. And too high for the intended receiver, Zach Burdick. First kick this season for Chang. It is no good.
Maybe see Jacob Finn, the punter for Virginia, for the first time if they can get a stop here.
2 for 6 on third down. Catch made beyond the 40-yard line and a first down. The leaping grab from Billy Kemp, and he'll tell you it's a first down after 16 yards.
Career catches Billy Kemp coming into this game, and look at the protection. Plenty of time, and puts it up there for the little big deal, full metal jacket. do they really feel a little bit different? And right now, this is a great opportunity for this offense.
Thompson right side, first down and more, shakes a couple of men. 25-yard line for Thompson, he's still going. Hopping his way down to the 10 and close to the 5. Thompson. 39 yards.
Robert Anai says, we want some more points before halftime. Let's just direct snap it to the FBP, as Abby told you earlier. The football player, that's how he's listed on the 2 deep, and showing you why right there, refusing to go down.
And potentially increase their lead on 3rd and goal. Armstrong, end zone. Touchdown, Virginia! Henry on the grab, and he beat Tate Haynes in the back corner of that end zone. A 5-yard TD grab.
Pretty ball. They leave all the bodies in there to protect. It's just one-on-one, and it's good coverage. It's not bad at all by Tate Haynes. But it's just the big body and going up and high-pointing that football. Rashawn Henry, the senior out of Killeen, Texas, right there in the corner, and his quarterback.
Armstrong from his own end zone. The left-hander needs to scramble. And gets popped at the 5. Got hit by Kylie and Lynn and lost 2.
Plenty of time for Armstrong. He just couldn't find anybody open, and then the pressure finally gets there. They'll make it a 3rd down and short now.
Got 11 on the previous play. Handoff. Hollins. It's going to be a little bit short, potentially. Darius Wilson, freshman quarterback. They're going with a little tricker-razzle. Back to Wilson. He's got an open man. Inside the 40 and caught. Tyler Rose.
The second half and open things up. You've got an over-aggressive defense with their ears pinned back trying to go make a big play.
Just 1 of 7 in the game for William and Mary in this situation. With the head down, it's Lester.
Payback now on a 4th down stop.
Tribe was good, 4 or 5 last year in 4th down, and they've got this one barreling up the middle. It's Donovan Lester. Not to be denied, and the change.
But Dan Evers over there as well at left guard.
From the 22, quick snap throw. Looked like Kendrick was thinking about throwing it as well.
He absolutely was. Watch number 7 and number 1 immediately. They're not fooled. They see the guy streaking back into the end zone. Turning and going is Nick Grant.
CPI red zone after 14 yards on the last play. Wilson nearly intercepted at the 5. Chang to get the Tribe on the board. It's blocked.
In Newport News with the Public Defender's Office, I mean, just doing all he can to make a difference big time off of the football field.
Only fitting he would be a big-time player on the defense for William and Mary. That a 15-yard pickup, Billy Kemp. Armstrong floats back. Now sends it down the field with an open man. That is complete to Starling to the end zone. Demick Starling on the catch from Brennan Armstrong, and they connect for 65 yards.
Good protection by the guys up front for the junior quarterback. Plenty of time to let it develop and let the sophomore out of Nashville just come across that field and lays it right out there for. See if they can get off the field here for Nick Howell.
1 of 9 on 3rd down. That's going to be a 1st down, reaching out past the 35-yard line, Everson.
They've had some success on the road against North Carolina, but they've got to go there. A good Tar Heel team that got beat up by Virginia Tech last night. Here's a 3rd down back on the field, and a chance to move them, but an incomplete little bit.
At Virginia, Billy Kemp, deep. Wants the fair catch immediately and makes it successfully near the 24-yard line after a 34-yard punt.
Good day for Brennan Armstrong, and I don't think it's been a bad day at all for Darius Wilson. The freshman, I think, has done an excellent job of standing in there and standing his own.
First down, Virginia. Over the middle, Thompson. Trying to drag a couple of white shirts with him, and forward progress has him at the 35, and that should be a first down after 11 yards in the pass to Thompson. And our production crew, it's going to be a fun season. I'll tell you what, James, up the middle, Rodriguez. Down close to the 10, he's got 24 yards.
Footed, and I think he got a piece of that boundary.
3rd and 7 to the goal line, incomplete. Thompson had a chance at it, couldn't hang on. Made from 39 back in the first quarter. .154 to go in the third. The field goal is good.
Yep, great leader on that team. He's coached there many games as well.
To the 30 and about a yard short. As we start the fourth, 29-0. Cavaliers in front. Armstrong stepping forward and throwing down by the 10. Caught and inside the 5. Rayshon Henry, he's got a TD grab in the game, and he just picked up 27.
Wow, under pressure too. Armstrong, Shelby, Ohio, missed a game actually last year after he was concussed against NC State.
Trying to get to the end zone again, diving for the pylon, and he's in. Armstrong reaches out and hits that foot corner of the end zone.
Everybody in an orange jersey but number 5 goes to the right. And everybody following defensively for just a beat.
Rib and neck injuries, but Holly is out there with one of Bronco's sons attending to Joan, and we want to wish her the very best. I mean, incredible that she survived, and so lucky.
83 years old to go 350 feet down a mountain, and they're there helping her. So you're absolutely right. We're thinking about you, Miss Joan.
Yeah, we wish her the very best as Wilson takes off, and as a first down, he gets upended before midfield in 10 yards.
The way he's cutting horses, I think is what they call it. The way he's trained those wild horses and stuff over the years, that's what he grew up doing on a farm. There's a nice completion as William and Mary tries to chip away and get their first points of the game. Over the side of the mountain, and I can't even imagine, because they said it was a pretty wicked incline that she went down to.
Well, tonight's result will make the Mendenhall family.
Mike London is making his guys better young men as well. Outstanding guy as they try to rush here on 3rd down and long. And there's a late flag that comes in.
Penalty marker on the play, Kendrick on the run.
Family first, last, always. You know, things that just mean so much. And, you know, we had things also like, it's not their fault, it's our fault for putting them in there. That's one thing that, you know, the toughest on the team, the strongest on the team, outlifts everybody, outworks everybody. And fortunately for them, they've got a guy that just slung that ball right there, Brennan Armstrong, that is next in line. And Robert and I even told us, he said when he first came here, we thought maybe there's a chance he might end up playing linebacker.
He said his decision-making got so much better during the end of the year last year. That's when they won 4 of their last 5. The only loss against Virginia Tech to close out the season, and that was in Blacksburg, 33-15 in the last game of the year.
Now lined up at wide receiver.
Armstead, sideline. First down and more inside the 30.
Different sides of the ball, but as close as can be most of the time.
Pumps that one over the middle and caught in stride. Down near the 10-yard line, not quite to the 10.
Team in person and sit there and enjoy it all together and celebrate. And after Enter Sandman was played over there in Blacksburg, look at this little bit of 1-2.
Walker Jr. plowing his way to the end zone. Step aside. I'm going 9 yards for the score.
Well, he carried a few bodies with him. Look at him clearing the way up front. Running high and hard.
Out beyond the 25-yard line. That should be a first down, and it will be.
And that means that's all that matters to that Virginia sideline right now, is not letting this team score. And here they stuff them on third down.
That was third and short. It's going to be fourth down.
And one thing that stood out to me was Bronco said, these guys, they sit in the locker room after practice. There's Ira Armstead. Look at him go! Wow. There's a little bit of speed, stepping out of bounds. Number 11, he's fired up. You think these guys aren't still going hard? Is number 2, but we've seen, well, Keaton Thompson even came in as a quarterback, and now he's all over the field. Jacob Rodriguez as well, and unable to keep it in. It just stood out to me. Those are the special times. You know a team when they care about each other and they want to be around each other so much as he tucks it and goes again. That's what you can't measure in preseason.
And now we're down to the final seconds of game 1 of 13 straight weeks for us. Next week, we're off to Chapel Hill. Tonight, the evening belongs to Bronco Mendenhall and the Virginia Cavaliers. They've won 5 in a row in the series against William & Mary, and the final score is 43-0.